Good morning. It's Friday, December 12th, and I'm going to go work on the chopper. You know, I'll tell you something interesting. Now, my across the street neighbor in this house here, Hubert, he's 89 years old. Really nice guy. He helped me buy my first RV because he had a lot of experience in RVs, and he helped me choose the best one of the ones I was looking at. It worked out great. I had that thing for 9 years and it was wonderful. He just bought himself a boat. Okay, that's right over there. And it's in terrible shape. He bought it because it's been really, really neglected, and he said he needs a project. 89 years old, he needs a project. I agree with him. It'll keep him alive. Things to do. First step, get the upholstery all replaced. Second step, get the carpeting inside replaced. Third step, or maybe first, who knows, the Evinrude engine, which does run, into a shop to get it cleaned up and tuned up, and I don't know what all. To get the body buffed and polished. It's very badly oxidized, and it needs a couple control cables. So it's going to be a heck of a project. I do not put it past him at all. The man is a wonder, even at that age. He's my hero. He and his wife RV'd and ATV'd for years and years and years and years. So it's really neat having good neighbors, good friends. Richard's over there, Hubert's over here, Tom is next door. I know this fellow, but I don't know his name. It's a good neighborhood, really is. It's neat. Okay, getting down to actuals. Let's talk about cup of the day. Here is the cup of the day. It's an Arizona Centennial Cup, 1912 to 2012. And we were made a state in 1912. We have 3 nicknames: the Baby State, because we were the last of the 48; the Copper State, because we have so much copper; and the Grand Canyon State, because we have the Grand Canyon. We're also known as the Valentine State for a 4th name, because we were made a state on February 14th, 1912, February 14th being Valentine's Day. So what I do each year is I go out and buy a Valentine's card for the lady in my life, and I cross out Valentine's and type in or print in Statehood Day. So I get her a happy Statehood Day card. It sort of makes the day special, don't you think? Yeah, sometimes I'm a jerk. Okay, so here's the BSA. The bees are up here. Petcocks are in. I've got a gallon of gas in the gas tank. I'm going to do a quick flow test, and then we'll talk about making the fuel lines. Okay, so let's put a little, we'll put a rag under this side and see how it goes. Let's see. Good flow, of course we do. And over here. Good flow. Okay, of course we do. They're brand new. Of course they're going to flow. But that's what we're going to do. Now, what I'm going to do now, first, this is the old setup. I just cut it off. And I went from the petcocks to the center, down, split it, and went to the 2 carburetors. I'm going to do it different this time. I'm going to just take from up here at the petcock down here to the T, and from up here to petcock and down here at the T. I'm going to put 2 T's down here and then straight down to it. I think that'll look neater. This is an interesting setup, but I think just going down to the 2 T's at the bottom will be really cool and even better looking. I'm using this because I've used it for years and years and years. It doesn't swell, doesn't leak, it's strong, and it does get brittle or harder. You know, over 5, 10, 15, 20 years it gets yellowish and harder, but it holds up. I bought this really expensive stuff, and I wanted to start using it because it's really neat, but I tested it in gas, even though the manufacturer said it's gas proof. It's not. So it's a shame because it's really neat. But frankly, folks, if it's not gas proof like they said, it goes over here, right in the dumper. So this is a 50-foot roll, I think, of gas line, and I buy oil line and vent line in bulk. Two reasons. First of all, I use a lot of it, and second of all, I hate to shop. So this will last me probably all next year. So that's what we're doing, what I'm doing. I'm going to make these gas lines, install them, and at that point, I'm ready to do the first start. Still got the leak, and Mr. Brooks suggested it's primary, and I don't think so because it's really dry, and I don't see along the crack here. I just don't see it. But I'm going to put a paper towel right in this area overnight just to double check. In the meantime, I try to get underneath again with the light and mirrors and see if I can see it. I forgot to come out and look in the dark. Maybe I'll try to make it dark because I do have a blue light flashlight. We use this in Arizona for looking for scorpions at night. You go around the house with blue light and they glow fluorescent, kind of cool. And I don't know if you know, but if you do blue light on oil, it will glow fluorescent also. So it's good for finding oil leaks, tracing oil leaks. Because although oil leaks almost always fall off the left-hand side of the bike, it's because it's on the side stand and oil flows to the lowest point. So you may have an oil leak on the left-hand side that's way over at the tranny. You just don't know. This oil feels like it's engine oil. So I'm going to do some more looking because I sure don't see it. Looking casually and feeling and fondling. That's my plan for the day. There's also one up here. Now, where on earth can that come from? I mean, seriously, folks, if it comes straight down from here, it's got to be coming from up here somewhere. And I don't see it. Look at it, it's right here. You see it? And that means it's coming from directly above that. I don't know. I just don't know. I gotta figure this out. All right, so I'm gonna make some gas lines, and I will get back to you when I'm done.
How are you today?
Just fine, just fine. Grand and glorious. You're in shorts. I love it.
You know, I saw it was supposed to be 77 today. I said, no pants for me.
Well, oh, that's a truck. Big truck. All right, you're a lady after my own heart.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, Bob. Like those big trucks. Oh, I do love my neighborhood. People drop by to say hi. The rule in the neighborhood is if the door is up, stop and say hi. People do all the time. Nice neighbors. Now, I keep the noise down. Bikes get run, first start, second start, and, test ride. And we try to keep the test rides nice and comfortable, shall we say. And don't make excess noise, don't speed. And we got great relationships with our neighbors. If you're wondering how do you have a business in a neighborhood, residential area, there are 7 rules for having a home-based business. No on-street parking, no excessive noise, no excessive odors, business hours only between like 8 and 5 or 6, no outside employees. What else? No signage at all. You can't have a sign out there. So, and I comply with all of them. And I actually have a business license up on the wall that I pay for every year. And I actually collect and turn in sales taxes. So I am what you call 100% legal. So I think that looks great. I'm just going to cut that off and put it on. I cut that one too short. That's right. Okay. There we go. I'll make this one about a 1/4 inch longer. These aren't that hard to take off. Oh, on the other hand, getting those off the barbs is. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna make this a little longer. Yeah, I feel better about that. Yeah, looks good. Okay. Let's do a leak test. I could use another cup of coffee. Whoa, that's a lot of leak. Okay. Let's examine this. Oh, I see. The clip is actually up against the body, holding that banjo bolt away. Let's rotate that just a little bit. And that's why we do leak tests. Once again, be careful with the bolt. Make sure the bolt goes in happily and joyfully. Do not cross thread the bolt. It will also play with you. All right. Where were we when that happened? Leak test, take 2. I feel a leak. Where is it? From here? Or from up here? I think it's from up here. This top hat deal is one of the worst ways I've ever seen to seal a gas line. Just not a good design. And it's still leaking. Nope. I can see it up here. Let's see what's happening to the other side. Yeah, leaking over here too. Yep. Yep. I hate these top hats. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. They're just a bad design. And they're both brand new. That's what's frustrating. And if you see gas between the banjo if you see gas in here between these two, that means it's this guy. It's not, even though it looks like it's coming out of down here, it's this guy. Sort of like when she says, it's not you, it's me. It's you. You can see the gas right up in this area. Let's see if I can get a zoom in just so you can see it. You see that drop of gas right between them? So obviously it's coming from up above. Even though it looks like it's dripping off of here, it's actually coming from up here. If I get in here with this, just keep watching. Oh, heck, it's right there. And you keep tightening and you keep tightening and you keep saying to yourself, am I going to strip this bowl? And the answer is, it's been done. I don't know if, I hate to use a heater on it, just maybe soften this. Don't like top hats, do not like top hats. Top hats are, as somebody in the comments said about LEDs, they are the devil's work. Okay. This side is, we'll let it sit here for a few minutes and see if it holds tight. Let's go back to the other side, which apparently is still leaking over there. Look at it. Isn't that something? Right there. Let's see if we can strip it. When do you get that last quarter turn? There it is. So and so. Look at that. Every time you think, well, maybe that's it. It's not the lines. The lines are below that leaking point. Let's lower this thing down into a straight shot. See it? Right up there at the top? Look at that little poop. I swear that's not the line. Isn't this fun? Oh, did you see that? That's so-and-so. Look at that. I don't know how much tighter I can do this. What a bad design. Has anybody ever just cut the top off a top hat and put a fiber washer in there? I've thought about it. I really have. I'm going to go over and take a look at the other side. Oh, you know, you got to give up sooner or later. I've never tried gasket sealer in there. I'm not sure gasket sealer would seal gasoline. Did I see a drip somewhere else behind it? Yeah, we got a drip over here. All right, I'm going to let this sit for a while, mainly because I have other things to do. I'll be back eventually. Is that a drip between them? Just pray the mechanic's prayer. Please, dear Lord, let that be residual. Nope, that ain't residual. But there's a leak. All right, I'm not going to keep tightening on this thing. I am actually going to take it apart and put some gasket sealer on the top and bottom of the top hat and put it back together, because if I keep tightening, I'm going to strip it. And I don't want to do that. I'll be back. All right, so I've done something I've never done before. I cleaned off the surface of the banjo bolt. I checked the top hat. It is smooth. There are no burrs, no deformities. It's flat as a fritter. I'm going to put it back together now and then let it sit for an hour or so while I go have a late breakfast or early lunch, one of the two, and then come back and do another leak test. We'll see how it goes. All right, I went ahead and did both banjo bolts with the anaerobic sealer. Let's see how that works. I was going to go back to, well, actually I did go back because I found a nut that fits this bolt right here. And so it's now got a nut on the inside of it in the back, right behind that wire. So that's good. And then I tightened up this engine mount bolt that is down in here. Let's see where is it? Right in there, way back in. It was loose. So I tightened that. The rest, everything else is tight, so that's good. I'm gonna put this bike aside right now. The Limey bike, the black Limey bike, Norton, Lymey, is on its way back from Sedona. He's got a problem with it. So should be here in about half an hour, and I'm going to take this bike down, let it sit overnight over here while that anaerobic sealer coagulates. And in the meantime, we'll put the Limey bike up on the lift as soon as he gets here to see if we can see anything obvious. Yep, there you go. That's why the fun just never stops.